sentiments. Yay! Thank you. Get these. I'm gonna do 2 crabs.
Maybe should have done 2 party hats.
You should have done.
I should have done.
It's not a party with just 1 hat, is it?
No, it seems a bit of a sad party if only one's wearing a hat.
Oh. Although maybe that's just the birthday boy, birthday girl, whatever.
Birthday shark.
Birthday shark. Insert gender here.
Okay.
I always feel a bit weird colouring in crabs like red because most of the crabs aren't really red. Before they're cooked, nom 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 nom. But I suppose maybe I should just do like a table, like a platter with these little crabs going, oh, I wonder what we're doing here. We might have been invited to a party. Oh, Ranger. Queen Stranger's like, don't eat the crab, give it to me.
I'm sure he wouldn't say no for a bit of crab.
No, I don't think he would say no to a bit of crab. Jasmine had a lovely birthday, mostly crafted and reading. Saving my money for the new release.
I'm still jumping.
Need to move it over a bit so people can see we're a bit overexposed. Maybe we need to close that light or that blinds over there.
As if by magic.
As if by magic. And my wish is Craig's command. I don't know where I'm going with this purple kind of thing that's happening over here, but you know, I'm just gonna make it work.
Purple lobster.
I think I'll darken them up a little bit. Add some blue. Oh no! Oh, got kicked out for a bit. Camera's stuck. Oh no. That's not so good, is it?
No.
What is happening? We'll just keep colouring and hope that it'll catch up in a minute.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, as they say. Well, technology, eh?
Every time.
If only life was easy. Natalie is here. Hi, Natalie.
Hello.
Natalie says first time viewer. It's so happy to have you here. And I must apologize in advance. The internet is being a little troublesome today. First of all, my camera kept freezing. So we're just doing 1 camera today. Which means you get to miss our beautiful faces. Maybe that's a blessing. No makeup on these cameras. I believe it was stuck a second ago. Hopefully it's all come back now. Let us know in the comments. All right. So I've been trying lately to darken up some of these areas with a dark grey, and I think that gives some nice depth to it. I don't feel like I'm an expert at blending it out, but if you don't try, you're never going to improve, are you?
No.
Oh, he looks so cute.
Oh, he's so pretty.
He is pretty. He's a cutie patootie. Laura Rumble's here. Hey, you two.
Hello.
Looking beachy. Ah, let's see what you did there. Oh, dear. Melissa Baskin says adorable stamps. And Melissa Baskin says hi from Scotland, Ontario. Hey.
That's a new one.
Roberta says freezing off a bit today. Oh, boo. We've already kicked Piper off Netflix because she was streaming. She was streaming on the other in the other room. And they're like, no, thank you, child. She'll have to go outside. Imagine that.
At least it's not raining. It's not like we're heartless.
She might be kicked outside anyway. Over here, not long until schools go back.
Next week, isn't it?
Tuesday. Quick, isn't it?
Come around very quickly.
I feel like it has indeed. A little starfishy. Let's go for some. I think I've got corally kind of stuff happening here. Oh no, that's not coral. That's more seaweed. We'll call that green. I've got corally things here, so I think I might have to go under the water as well. Under the sea.
Sebastian, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's been ages since I've seen Little Mermaid.
I never actually saw Little Mermaid until I was a fully fledged adult. Quite shocking, I think. I think that's poor parentalness on my parents' part. Do you not think?
I don't know. I wouldn't say Little Mermaid's my favourite. I could say if you missed like Beauty and the Beast, that's kind of criminal.
I will probably tell you that the reason I missed Little Mermaid was I was too busy binge watching Beauty and the Beast for about 6 years of my life.
That's allowed. That
is allowed. Yeah, I used to. My favourite scene is Beauty and the Beast. Your favourite?
I would say it's probably my favourite.
It's my favourite too. And my favourite scene was whenever she is in the snow and she has a red cape on.
Yeah.
And I used to this. I used to watch on video cassette.
I had it on video too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Not that old.
No, but we still had videos.
Okay.
We were speaking about TikTok videos and like the sort of sounds that come off there. And Natalie, who's working with us as well just now, and me are closer in age, and we're like, I remember watching that on TV.
Backyardigans.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this. Do you know what Craig said yesterday, which was terrifying?
Oh no.
Are you ready?
No.
Because Piper added Natalie, who's working for us, on Minecraft. And then Craig went, Natalie's probably closer in age to Piper than she is to you, Lesley. And then I did the math and I was like, but you are too.
Oh yeah.
So I said, I don't know how that's possible. I'm only 27.
It's fine. Last year doesn't count anyway.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know
cool.
what I mean.
Can it count for you? But I mean.
Yeah, that way around.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Melissa says, I love your accents. I could listen to you all day. All day. I think we get away with a whole lot of rambling because our British accents is considered, I don't know, exotic or something.
We're very, yeah.
A bit of a mish.
Yeah. Bit of everywhere, don't we, really?
A bit of a mishmash. I have one of those accents that is very interchangeable. Like if I will phone my mum from Northern Ireland, the next minute I'm talking like this because it's like all Northern Irish like. And yeah, so it's kind of funny. And then I come to work with you, and the next thing I'm rolling all my R's and.
It was Piper met my boyfriend Keenan the other day for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And she was telling us about growing all the tatties and the carrots in the garden.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh yeah. I used to love, just howking the tatties out the ground.
Howking them out."
And the look on her face was absolutely priceless. Bless her. I'm sure she sort of picked up what he meant from the connotation. But
yeah, that's funny.
I did have to say to him in the car on the way home, going, she had no idea what you meant by that.
And she's so English as well. She's like, howking them out. No, busted here. All right. Ruth says, I don't like you guys talking about age because I'm the same age. In other news, though, did I tell you that Ruth is going to come visit?
No.
I'll have to do an exclusive live that week. Get your craft on. We'll have a Ruth versus Morgan versus Lesley Street. We're going to need a bigger table.
That's almost Jaws, isn't it? It's very fitting.
We're going to need a bigger boat. Oh, I love your little guy. Oh, that's a lovely colour for your shark.
It is.
Hold it up so people can see. You know,
the vintage blue blend.
Hold the shark up so people can see.
Oh, sorry, I'm holding my marker.
It's really cool. I love it. So nice.
I'm still trying to figure out how you do all your blending and all that fun stuff. I'm getting there, I think.
Yeah, you see, I don't really know an awful lot either. Well, I think because I think I probably said this before. Because I do a lot of lives, I always feel like I'm on the clock. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Before I did lives, I would always be like I'd take my stuff to Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
And Piper was only Diddy then. So I'd take my stuff to Starbucks and I would spend ages getting the right colour real slow. And it would look absolutely beautiful. But and things like hair, could do hair. I don't think I could do all that stuff now because I'm now just feeling like I'm up against the clock.
Too busy for blending.
Too busy. But I mean, it's still fun and it still turns out good. I'm still happy with it. But that's kind of why I like using Copic markers and things, because you can just do a flat colour and it'll look great, or you can do lots and lots of detail and it'll look great. So there you go. I'll hide in the background, said Ruth, and provide the running commentary. It's more dangerous to have Ruth do the running commentary.
But yeah, oh, Morgan's put that to the dye machine the wrong way around again.
Yeah, exactly. Natalie H says, I'm new to your products. The shark and seal are so adorable.
They're pretty cute, huh?
Are they from the same? No, they're not from the same set, are they?
So the shark is from Oceans of Love, and the seal is from Sealy Friends.
Sealy Friends. You're so silly.
So I think they've got some of the best punny sentiments, maybe.
We do have a laugh coming up with some of the sentiments and some of the names for the stamp sets as well.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
There's nothing worse though when we can't think of a name and we're both sitting asking each other going, what would you call this? You know?
I remember the stamps when I was drawing the robot stamp set, and I was trying to come up with all sorts of things, and I was like, I know there's something there. Like I feel it in my bones that there's something that's really, really obvious, and I just can't get it. And then I was going to call it something else. I can't even remember what it was I was going to call it, but it was something that I was like, oh, I don't really like this name, but it's gonna have to do. And then it just came to me, Bots of Love. I was like, that's it. It's a robot. Bots of Love.
No, I think I need to craft for them soon because I feel like they'd be really fun to colour in. Because you can pretty much. I know you can obviously do a funky shark and a funky seal, but I feel like you could go really funky.
Sorry, my big gasp there was because we haven't told anyone yet. Have you done it? Have you added the bleep bloop?
Bleep bloop is pending.
Pending.
Okay. We were having technical issues with bleep bloop. However, the Sticky Friends. So there was a couple of stamps that were exclusive Heffy ones for Creativation in years gone by.
Yeah, so these were stamps that were designed not to be sold, but to be given away as part of a marketing thing whenever we went to an event. So it was not available ever to buy. So it was a freebie for people at events, etc. Now we have now added them to the store so that people who do want to get their hands on them but weren't at those events have the opportunity to buy them. I will say they're like
very scarce.
Very, very scarce. I think, was it the bleep bloops? There was only like 5 or something. And some of them had dyes.
Some of them don't have dyes.
Correct.
That's why the bleep bloops are a little bit
That's
rare.
why yeah.
There's a couple more of the Sticky Friends. But again, there's not really a lot of either of them.
No, I know. I think the Sticky Friends are probably maybe like 12 or something. And then for the bleep bloop, there really is low numbers. But over on our Heffy Doodlers group, which is our Facebook fan group, if you are not already a part of it, you might want to consider joining us. That is Heffy Doodlers over on Facebook, and that's where somebody started talking about it, and started a conversation, and that led us to actually hook out all the hook. You say hook. We would say hook. What are you hooking in the drawers for? That's what we would say. Let's stretch over here.
Yeah.
There hook out all those exclusive ones and add it to the store. Natalie says, I like that big piece of tape you're putting on the die cuts. The die is not cutting the tip. What is it?
No.
Dun,
Wow.
dun, dun.
It is the Heffy Doodle memo tape. And funnily enough, it was topic of conversation in the Facebook group the other day.
It was, yes.
Lots of lovely support for it.
Yes, I have to say a massive thank you to everybody who was singing its praises. Looks like you guys love it just as much as we do. So this is the Heffy Doodle memo tape. And if you imagine this sticky that is on a post-it note, this is the same kind of tackiness. So it's a low tack memo tape. You can get it with a dispenser, which I think is invaluable. You can also get a refill roll like this. Some people just get the roll and then rip it. But actually, what I think happens is you end up using a lot more tape. No, oh yeah, that's
Is it that one that's gone off?
I think it's the other one, but still. You end up using a lot more tape because it like rips not straight. So you pop it into the dispenser like this. It goes over the closest skinny tab or line. And then you just pull it out and rip it off against that section there. So this whole area is tacky, but it is low tack. And there's just so many ways to use it. Our most favorite is to use it with the die, because it will hold your die in place, but it will not rip your colored area, not rip it. Laura says, I did a batch of cutting yesterday and used one piece at least 20 times before it gave up. Good point, actually. Even though it's low tack, you can get multiple uses out of it. This one I've already used. You can kind of tell the creases in the bottom of it's been used probably for all of those so far.
But you'll usually find after live, I've got the side of the table over here. Off camera, you just can't see it. I've got about 2 or 3 bits that I just keep putting there, and then Lesley ties them away.
Yeah, sometimes I stick it to the top of my machine, and that works really well too. And the other thing you can use it for is you can stamp an image on here and then use your scissors to cut it out, and then place it on top of your stamped image, and then as a mask, and then add ink to the background. That works really well also. So that is the memo tape, and it's actually been really popular, hasn't it? We had like an order for like 200 or something the other day.
Yeah.
So I think everybody must be realizing that it's gold. It's so good. Roberta says, you draw all your stamps, correct? Yes, correct. I draw all the stamps myself. Probably need to start drawing the next lot as well. Dun, dun, dun.
Forever doodling.
Forever. Actually, I don't doodle as much as I'd like to
No.
doodle. But we'll get more doodling done now that we have Natalie and Morgan on the job. I'm going to have quite a little undersea party myself, by the looks of things. I have to think about what I'm going to put underneath. I definitely want my card to be a thank you card. Maybe it's a little bit sadistic to have a thank you card for using the very things that we ate.
I'm just thinking I should have done some seaweed as well.
Oh, you can have some of mine.
You done too many seaweed.
Well, I don't really know what my card's going to look like. I can have some of mine. That's fine. I'll share and share alike. Why not?
Make sure that die is actually on there.
If you're going to run through the little machine, you might want to cut cut them down and do them.
Do them individually.
I like doing them individually. You don't necessarily have to, but it means, because sometimes what will happen is if it's not stuck down right, when you move this one through, the plate kind of jumps. Can you see the plate jumping a little bit?
That is very true.
And then it can accidentally move the die further back.
We'll do a one at a time job then.
And actually, when we were designing the mini die cutting machine, I used to have one that I used, but what I absolutely hated about it was that it was a low gear. And what I mean by that is that it would do this, like, and the plate would go through and you had to turn it like 40 times just to get it to go through. So with this one, it's a much higher gear. So you only have to turn it a couple of times. Right, there and there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. Well, let's see. Some already stamped there. You could use those ones if you want.
Pre-stamped images, that's fun.
It's fun. Right. I think I'm going to have one lobster. What am I going to do? I'm going to go and have a look at my stencils and my dies to get inspired. Does anyone else have any inspiration for us? Please shout if you do.
Lovely Shark Week themed inspiration. I did actually get a message, and I feel that I should explain for anyone else who might not know. Shark Week was started by the Discovery Channel on the telly.
Oh.
And originally it was, I believe it started in the 80s, and it was focused on doing sort of programming and documentaries all about sharks to kind of like tell you about them and focus on conservation sort of ship. And it's kind of just become this thing that they do every year now. So that's where Shark Week comes from.
That's cool.
Oh, I feel like I keep hodging off the side of the screen.
I may just cracked. Oh, getting old. Let's crease this down. Jasmine says, I love Heffy Doodle die cutting machine. Yay! We've had a couple more orders come in for that recently too, so there must have been people out there saying that they love it too. I'm a big fan, but I'm a bit biased. Natalie says, I love Shark Week. It's my fave. Yeah, so you can take advantage of our Shark Week promos over on the store. We had the idea because there is a lady who is doing a Shark Week. Is it a blog hop or something?
I don't know if she's done a blog hop. I know she's got a series of posts.
Oh, that's maybe what it is. So that she's using shark stamps from different companies, and she's featuring Heffy Doodle.
So we were featured the other day, actually.
Yeah.
Oops, dropping my tiny party hat.
Can't have a party without your party hat.
I know, I've gone and done a second party hat shark.
Have you?
Yeah. I have realised though, as I'm spending all this time very carefully colouring in and shading, that the intended recipient of this card is colourblind. So
we'll know. We'll know.
It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
Jasmine says she's just used her stitched alphabeters today.
Oh, me too. So these are my stitched alphabeters. I think I might do some ink smooshing on the background with a little inky bit at the bottom. But I've decided I want some stones for the bottom of my ocean. So I'm going to go and get the big stone from Otterside.
Oh yeah.
There's also some stones in Prehistoric Pals as well.
I'm going to try and steal the other dies off of you, wherever they've gone, from a shark. Where are you guys? This side. There we go.
Put them on the wrong side.
Joy is doing sharp.
That's
yes,
it.
that's Create with Joy.
That's the one.
I couldn't think of her handle there when we were speaking about it. That's terrible.
I don't know if that's going to fit. If you get any, can I steal a piece of your alcohol marker friendly card?
Sure.
Or you,
Where did I put my little scrap
can
of
I
it?
just take the end of that?
Sure, if you want. I had a wee scrap bit I put to save somewhere and I don't know where I put it.
It's all right.
Somewhere obviously very safe.
It'll turn up. I think this little stone in Otterside gets used more than my otters do.
Poor otters.
Poor little guys. Natalie says, I love how all your products work well together. Thank you, thank you. By design, of course. That's what we wanted to be able to do. Because I've been crafting for many a moon, and one of my favorite things is actually mixing stamp sets. I actually like mixing brands as well, but it's a bit harder because well, some brands have like a thicker line and some have a thinner line, and some are really detailed and some are more cutesy, so there's more of a gap, I guess, in style in that regard. But for all Heffy doodles, I try at the very least to make some sort of consistency. What are you looking for?
So if I'm gonna smoosh something.
Are you gonna smoosh too?
I don't know, am I gonna smoosh?
It's up to you.
What did I say I was doing? I was gonna try and smear it on, wasn't I?
Oh, you're gonna smear it?
Yeah.
That's fine, that'll
I
work.
could also smoosh. That might be
As you wish, dear.
what card should I use
For smooshing?
for smooshing? Let's go smooshing.
Smooshing and smearing. Smooshing, I think, hands on would work best.
Okay.
Smearing, I don't know, smearing might work on this too. Actually, maybe I'll smear and add colour to the thank you ones. I think I've had like the alcohol marker friendly card, so it works great for smearing. Takes the ink really well. So why don't I do that? I'll smear to add colour for my thank you. That sound good?
I think so.
Little Shellfish is a popular stamp set used this week, I see. And Roberta says, I have misplaced the rest of my order. My craft, is your craft room getting a little bit out of hand, Roberta? Oh, please. Mine was out of hand earlier, wasn't it, Morgan?
So what happens when you test something?
I know. Oh. Now you've got the job of looking through all the inks and trying to find a colour that you like. There's so many beautiful colours. And in fact, Catherine and Erica said they're going to send me some more of the spa colours, which are probably more blueies, which are probably going to be beautiful. Just the ones that we need right now.
I have picked out something borrowed.
Nice.
And suede shoes.
Nice.
So if I'm smooshing, I'm gonna need a thing, aren't I?
I like to use like a cello bag.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have cello bags in here now, because they were all outside, I think. And yeah, a cello bag would work. And yeah, maybe I like to be able to see through it. Let me see what
So you can see what we're smooshing.
We use that.
Okay, so
Crinkly.
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Roberta says, a bit busy now that I have someone crafting with me. Oh, crafty, crafty friends.
Best kind of friend.
So what are you gonna do?
See if I can remember how to smoosh.
So you want to add ink first of all to a surface. Either you can use this or you can use this.
Yeah. I'll use the edge of my mat, shall I? I'll be very
you can
careful.
use your mat. You could take. Why don't you take out the little baby mat?
Where's my little baby?
That one that's sticking. That one that's sticking open.
There's baby mat.
Here he is.
Thank you.
And put him here.
Here we go.
So everyone
Baby
can
mat.
see. So then tap your ink. Me, like that.
Me. As in,
Me.
is it Bunsen from the Muppets?
Me. Yeah. And then spray it with some water.
Okay. Can I get it everywhere? Okay.
And then what I like to do is kind of like push it up like this, and then pick it up, and then here we go. Smooshity smoosh. And smoosh it. Smoosh it out.
There.
Oh, it's nice.
It's been ages since we've done that.
Yeah, it has. If you add more water, you'll get it more like coverage.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
So many different techniques to remember.
I know. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's not that neat.
Or sometimes I'll think, oh, I'll do this, and then I just change my mind.
And then you just don't.
That works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Best laid plans.
Best laid plans and all that. And all that jazz.
Oh, I've not got the. What's the colour? It's a bit of a greeny colour, isn't it? All that jazz.
And all that jazz. Oh, well remembered. I don't know what you're talking about there. Any chance of a mini alpha die set to work alongside the stitched alphabeters? Oh, that's a good idea. We'll have to work on something like that.
I like how it's wee.
How big? Wee one. Wee. How big? Half the size? If it's half the size, it's gonna probably be too small for stitching. But we could definitely work on something. I want to do a bigger one, like a longer one. I thought that would be cute. So it would kind of take up the whole side. Where is my keys? Well, if you're doing that, then I won't do that. I will do something different. What will I do? Shall I just add some ink to it? Why not? I'll just create an inky background for mine. Let me cut myself down a panel.
I feel like I'm ending up with some very big splats now. But I kind of like it. I've got some very big splats now, but I'm kind of feeling it.
Work it, baby. Oh no, just lost my pad, my thingy. A blending tool.
Oh
no, he ran away.
Laura says not too wee, otherwise I'll end up sticking my fingers together.
Oh no.
I do that with the regular alphabet or anything.
You do a bit.
I've just not got any coordination.
Got a problem. Oh,
I think that.
Rattling a bit here.
Oh, I'll move them out of the way. Craft ASMR.
Yeah, crafty ASMR. A little bit of Salty Ocean on brand.
Yeah. And I feel a bit strange using colours that are like ocean coloured that aren't named with oceany names.
No. Like, is that even alive?
I don't know. But I don't tend to think of shoes in the ocean. Especially not suede shoes. You don't want them anywhere near the ocean.
Definitely. We'll come in with a little peacock feather up top.
Do you know what? I keep seeing people using that. Is it what's it called?
Oh,
Prize ribbon.
Oh, I need it.
The new one.
Need a message, Amy. Get myself hooked up with that. Is anyone out there got the new Distress Ink prize ribbon? Is that what it's called?
I think it is. I'm sure it's that something ribbon.
Yeah, I think it is prize ribbon. The worst thing about this glass mat is that you can't tell that there's ink everywhere. I mean, it's probably a good thing and a bad thing. I never did get those wipies, did I?
No. Marker over here. I'm gonna wipe this tiny baby mat off and then use something borrowed. Jasmine says, I've got it but haven't used it yet. What are you doing, Jasmine? I need to see. Is that? Oh, don't know where today's going. Don't know where this week's going, to be honest.
No, that's true.
Might be a crafty to be continued for me.
Dun dun dun. How you doing?
I'm getting there.
How big is your card going to be?
I know, but I was thinking I might keep this
Ah, that's a good idea.
for future projects. Cause I've done a few now with like watery metal elements in them. I'm like, I might just
Keep that.
keep that. And I
Laura says, I've resisted prize ribbon so far. Hasn't
So
got it, but
far.
hasn't used it.
yeah.
Sacrilege. Ink Smoosher is so fun. I made a whole 8.5 by 11 card sheet and made 5 cards from it. That's awesome. Can I borrow your smoosher?
You can. I've just realised I've used the side with the little label still on it, so I've gone a holy fine.
We will wipe that off and then do this.
I'll wait for this to dry anyway. Actually, while I'm doing that, I am going to use Slimline Scenery Border Dies to cut a couple layers for my sandy seabed.
Okay, and I've just added a couple of smooshies on here.
I'll do
There you go.
alcohol mark on the cardstock. I'm going to ink it up. Just,
You can do whatever you want.
yeah.
Anyone will work. Anyone at all. So I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna get a little brownie color, maybe scattered straw action. Just put some memo tape underneath my thumbs and fingers. Stop it from getting ink all over them.
I'll run this through the Gemini, I think.
Yeah, no worries. I think I'm going to come in with some more bigger splotches. Let me go get some. Get a paintbrush. Pick up some of this Cat and Pooler ink. And try not to get it on my t-shirt. Which...
trying to eat my lunch, wasn't it? Again.
Oh yeah.
All over my face.
That's right. Morgan had her was it meatballs or something?
Yeah, spaghetti meatball.
She was worried about her live stream and getting her meatballs all down her top. Jasmine says, too many things to use. Maybe I'll incorporate them into my crafting this weekend. Good shout. I'm feeling a bit splattery, so ooh, noisy. I'm going to also splatter with some Copic white. Nice. always make such a mess with it though. Got little splatters everywhere now. Are you finished with this blue? Or are you going to do some more layers?
I might do a few more dots.
Okay.
So I've got my first beachy.
What is Copic White? Asks Laura. Acrylic alcohol. This is Copic White. Let me zoom. It is an opaque white ink. And it comes like this. Kind of looks like a tub of solid moisturizer. Bit of eye cream, you know. So it is solid in there. But whenever you add water to it, it really loosens up. And it lasts for ages. I will say it's expensive. Whenever I bought it, I was like, oh, so expensive, and kind of mad at it because it was so expensive. But then I used it and I was no longer mad at it because it's amazing. I was very happy with it. Very happy indeed. Now let me assemble. Oh, this goes upside down. A shell here. Let me see, I've lost my comments. Jasmine said £12. Oh! Yeah, I warned you. I did, I warned you. But if you've watched my lives on my private channel, you will know that I use it a lot. And in fact, if you like adding little white dots and marks to your project using a white gel pen, then you might actually find that using the Copic White and a little paintbrush gets you much better results. I keep going back to gel pens for convenience and then go, oh, why did I do that? Come on in, the water's fine. That's what your little sharky is saying.
Bo Burnham the shark.
Yeah. Is that your shark's name, Bo?
He's going to be called Bo now.
Has to be.
I've decided.
Maybe when the acrylic paint runs out, I'll invest in that, says Jasmine. I like the way that the different kind of tones are layering up on top of each other. It looks really cool.
I don't know, I think it's pretty fun, I think.
That is fun.
Fun!
Definitely looking fun.
That blue does not want to come off of there now, does it?
Rude! Here, get this. Oh, it's not in there. Get this ultra clean.
Oh.
Right, here arts. Give that maybe a new wipe as well.
Yeah,
Here's
that
one
one's pretty done.
Tends to get a lot of the colour off. Oh. There we go. Jasmine says, although, oh yeah, Laura Rumble went, white gel pens are so temperamental, and Jasmine says, although cult pens have it, and I have 20% off until the end of September. Wow, then that's almost what some people might call a sign.
Fate.
If you're anything like me, you'll be like, I can't just buy one thing, can I? And the answer is no.
So I'm going to put that over here.
Alright, you need to speed up, girl,
I
because
do.
it is nearly your home time. Aren't you done?
So, okay. What's What's a nice sandy colour to use?
Ooh, what is a nice sandy colour to use in Catherine Puller's stuff?
I think you used
There's one called Sauna.
Sauna.
This is not all of colours, but we'll give you a bit of an idea.
I'm gonna give Tiara. Why not?
Tiara's a nice one.
So assuming just smoosh and drag, correct? Flop and drag.
Mm-hmm.
So easy.
So easy.
If I can actually hold on to the edge of it.
Do you know what you should use?
What?
Is a little bit of Heffy memo tape. Take memo tape like this, and then put it underneath like this with the sticky side up, right? Like that. And then hold the sticky tape.
Oh, so it'll stick to your finger?
Yeah.
Oh,
See how clever I am.
it really does want to just stick, though, doesn't it?
I think you'll get the best if you just go in one big drag. Slurp.
There we go, it's better. I put my finger there.
Okay, cool.
Fine, sand's not all the same colour anyway.
That's very true. I will say with the Catherine Puller inks, however, that when they first come on, they will look blotchy. I've just realised I've used all of the things that you wanted. But
That's okay.
It will look blotchy, but it will dry and be nice and smooth. So do not fear. Do not fear, my dear.
That was almost a better second attempt.
Right. He's so cute. My dog wants in now. Let me go see if he can come in.
Dog.
Hi, Bonnie. You coming to be a craft dog? Why don't you come over here? This is where everybody wants us to turn the camera around.
Oh no.
The craft dogs.
That is Tiara for my friend.
And I'm going to use Tiara too, because why not? So just take it and drag. It is very juicy.
It's kind of handy for doing this, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Hopefully that's enough for my thankings and news.
world's biggest card here, unless I put it down.
What do you think the world's biggest card actually is?
Oh, I don't know. There must be a Guinness World Record for it somewhere.
Probably.
It does go the same way. Or look at this one at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That one's not like one. What if I put it
You took it behind.
like that?
Yes, exactly like
Don't
that.
do that.
That looks good. Perfect. Are you really making a card that size?
No. It's not even gonna be a card, I'll just hand it over there.
But you can. You could make 2 cards this size, probably.
So
Have it. You could have it if you want.
Let's have it.
That's what I did with one of the you know, the stencils that I showed you from the new release that had the foiling on it. Trying not to give away any secrets here. Cut it in half so we could get 2 cards out of it because it was just too darn pretty.
There we go, it's in half.
Dun dun dun.
I'll cut these in half.
Here's my stitched alphabeters. But I need my pokey tool for this one.
Good old pokey tool.
It's the purple pokey tool. Do you like lobster and crab, Morgan?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Do you like prawns?
No.
You're not a sea fish girl? Not a mermaid?
No. I could be. I wish I could be a mermaid, but no.
If you're a mermaid, you have to eat that kind of stuff. So.
I bet.
Do you eat fish? Do you eat like
I'll
tuna?
eat I like tuna, yeah. I'll eat tuna. I'll eat cod and haddock.
You'll have a fish and chop.
Or like, yeah. I've had mackerel. Mackerel's pretty good. Not a fan of like salmon.
Not a salmon girl.
No. I don't like fishy fish, if that makes any sense. Not a fishy fish person.
I see.
So
So no sushi for you then?
it depends. I've had nice sushi before.
You have?
And it was good. I had no idea what was in it. So it could have been everything. I was like, yeah, I don't like this, I don't like that, but I just ate it and it was good.
Do you remember what it looked like?
No, it was little rolled up sushi. The same as every other sushi.
Okay. Well, sometimes you can get sushi that's like a piece of rice with like a thing on it, and then you can, by the color and the texture, you can probably determine what it is.
It might have been a California roll.
Laura's done some Googling for us. The Guinness World Record, the front cover of the greetings card is 18 meters.
Holy moly.
In height and 13.3 meters in width. Whoa, that's cray. That's amazing. Thanks, Laura.
That's one big card.
That is. I don't think Royal Mail will ship that.
Somehow, no. I think they might have an issue with it.
Hey. Hey, Amanda. Thank you for our nerds.
These might have hidden them in Heffy HQ.
Yeah. We, the bubble mailer arrived and I shook them and I went, ooh, I'm going to guess nerds. And then everyone had a little guess, didn't we? And then when we opened it, we were like waiting, and then Natalie unpeeled the thing. We were like, yeah, we were right. And it didn't take Piper long to be like, nerd.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'll start my sand on. I'm going to keep all those bits for future project.
Take one of these, look. A leaf pocket, a stamp pocket.
Oh, my very last stamp pocket.
There you go, it's a Morgan
Oh,
pocket.
Morgan pocket.
Alright.
So then I can do a, here's one I made earlier.
Exactly.
I might have to stick everyone on. Bottom this one with foam dots, maybe.
As you wish.
Steal your nice new foam dot.
Yeah, I already used it, it's fine.
Actually, I might use the itty bitty ones for sticking the wee
bitties on.
Yeah, in fact, it might be better sticking your hats to them.
That's a good shout.
That might be a good idea. I'm going to use the precision glue because otherwise it's going to go everywhere.
Plus, I'm already using Bluebird at the moment. You.
I have no idea what you were referencing there.
I could tell.
Like, I don't remember that one. That's not on the script.
Yeah, as if we use scripts around here. We ain't that prepared, are we?
No.
I'm more of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. Thank you. All right, so I started with my A, and that is a nice little trick to get things centered. Is pick your central letter and then stick it down, and then I worked out one to the left, one to the right, etc. And the same for my word U. I'm going to start with my middle letter. And then keep going. So one of the reasons why I really like the swiping technique using the Catherine Pooler inks is that you can use the ink to like blend, and then you can use the ink to stamp sentiments and images, and then you can use the ink to like swipe pieces of card and create your sentiment. So all your card is really coordinated.
Nice. I might use foam tape because they're actually a bit bigger than I thought.
Amanda says chocolate is a bad idea to toss in right now. Yes. It's even warm over here. I don't even think chocolate would survive much over this side of things, would they?
Might have done maybe last week. Last week was
yeah, last week was horrible. A bit on the cooler side. What are you going to do for your sentiment?
I totally forgot about that.
You don't have to sentiment.
Maybe just pop in, let's celebrate down at the bottom of the sand there. Pop that Sharky over there.
He's so cute with his little party hat on.
I think he's going to go there. I'm going to try and hide that bigger splat because I'm a bit like,
Are you not loving it?
I'm not loving it.
That's okay. Hide your sins.
Yeah, good that way.
Yeah. On the sand a bit more.
Even though he's like under the water, but he's going to lie on the bottom.
He's like, hey, you're the shark that doesn't eat me, so don't use those scissors. Oh, guys, she was going to use my good scissors.
What the good scissors?
And for once when I say that, I could sack you. Normally when I say to Piper or something, sackable offense, or to my husband, sackable offense.
I wondered where they'd gone. Snuck them in the house.
These ones?
No, the good scissors.
Oh, the scissors, yeah. Actually, I couldn't find those scissors last week and they were on the other side of the sofa. Cheeky. Right, so I think I'm going to stick this onto a piece of card, and my favorite card I think at the moment is Sunny Side Up, so I'm going to do that. Which brings in some of this yellow tone, which will be really fun, I think.
Could you cut me some Sunny Side Up as well, please, actually?
Some what, sorry?
Some Sunny Side Up as well.
Oh, sure. Here's
Thank
one I
you.
made earlier.
Ta-da!
Would you like me to crease it?
Please. Right.
Make myself useful.
Endlessly struggle with the backing on the foam tape.
Nails.com.
Yep. That was something when I was doing your nails yesterday. How about this one? No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
She's like firing it, and I'm like, keep going. Firing it. She's like, really? Almost grieving for all the little bits of length that I'm losing.
Horrifying.
I know. I can't function with long nails, but then you can't function with short nails probably.
I don't know. I think I've got different definitions of short. Like these are short for me.
Those are short for you, whereas they would be talons for me. Everybody's different.
I know.
Each to their own, as they say. Oh, I just managed to trap one of my hairs in that. Could you pull that off?
It's a freebie. Everyone will want one.
For sure. Don't want people having the ability to clone me.
Then there was two of you to design.
Oh, that's actually
so
true.
More releases.
That's true.
I'm gonna have to reach over you.
Sorry, dear. Nice. Jasmine can't function with short nails. Yes, you're also one of these ones with big talons. Anne says she's really learnt a lot today. Thank you so much. I have enjoyed watching you. Oh, that's nice. It's so lovely to have you here, Anne. And our love to Jenny and Bear and Bronwyn. Amanda says, if only I could clone myself. I think we all have that kind of feeling at times, don't we?
I know. Oops, my card's a bit too long at the top. What a shame. We'll just have to trim him later. Trim him now. Can I use the good scissors for that?
You may use the good scissors for that. That is absolutely.
There's no adhesive involved. I can use the good.
Correct. Absolutely. I'm going to use my scalloped imperial frames to cut this out of some white card, so I have a nice panel to go on the inside.
Yes, Jasmine, you will have to show me how long yours are. I'm
Sure.
dying to see them. Do that one now. Problem is, I did notice I scuffed some of mine doing yours yesterday, so I'm just gonna have to do mine again.
You scuffed it?
Yeah, the nail file. So sad.
So
Oh well,
sad,
what can you
indeed.
do?
Right, so you're doing your sealer base at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I might have to stamp it with the acrylic block, so. Because I put my foam tape on. Don't know if we found it. Tiny shell. Is that where you put your shells?
What?
I've just found a surprise shell.
Oh, nice. I think they were just sitting there. Look, there's some there.
Oh.
Helpings yourself.
Jasmine says she hasn't painted mine in years. Well, that's the fun part.
Ooh, this is cute. So we could have that in there. Oh, I think I might just go for this one.
Let's steal some of your little flowers.
There you go.
If I can fit them up. I'm gonna get the tweezers.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay. You do you. So who's your card for?
One of Keenan's co-workers.
Ah, I see.
He's away on his hollybobs just now, so he'll have to get it when he comes back.
All right, that'll be a nice surprise for him. There we go. Now I have a little panel on the inside of mine where I can write a message and say, thank you for all the delicious crabs and lobsters that you sent me that I ate up within 1 instant. So good.
Did Ranger get it?
No. They're too expensive. They're like so good and so delicious. We pretty much devoured them. Yummy, yummy.
There we go.
Looking good. Right, we better wrap this up because we have got to get everything all settled up before 5:30. So we will say cheerio just now. I'll leave Morgan to keep crafting. But thank you so much for joining us for today's session, and we'll keep fighting to see if we can get that second camera sorted. We might have to get some extra help from some people and figure out what the problem is. But here's a close look of my finished card. Thank you, my crab, my lobsters. Inside I have a nice little panel here ready to write my message, and that's a nice trick, especially if you're using a dark colored card base as well. I'll just hold up Morgan's for now, where it's not quite finished, but getting there.
Hold on.
Lovely smooshing on the go. We'll leave her. Don't race and ruin it.
It'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
We will see you guys next time. Don't forget to come on over to the Heffy store for our Shark Week promotions. And don't forget to tag us as well on any project.
There we go. I did it.
Yay!
Lastminute.com.
There you go. Ta-da! That looks awesome. Right, you guys. We will see you next time. Bye. See you later.